cryptocurrencies such as Zilliqa haven't been really performing very well in terms of propelling to the upside, because we are reaching a threshold where a lot of these cryptocurrencies cannot really go further because they are overbought. If you take a look at the price of Zilliqa, right, we are obviously slowly starting to have signs of weaknesses. Of course, Zilliqa is really going to be one of those cryptocurrencies which is really going to be able to allow you to earn quite a lot of money, but you just have to understand the market is made up of cycles. And if we look at other cryptocurrencies such as Chainlink, right, Chainlink is like literally hovering right above or close to the $8 threshold. So are people going to continue propelling the price of Chainlink to a whole new level? Is it going to go to $50? Is it going to go to $100? That really depends on how long you guys are going to be holding, because this is obviously a long-term type of game. So if you are looking for instant gratification, or rather instant gains, then you guys are really playing a very wrong game, because it's all about market cycles, just like I told you. And right now everything like literally is oversold. And I'm obviously going to be doing quite a little bit of technical analysis as far as Bitcoin is concerned, because everything is directly correlated to Bitcoin. So obviously, if we take a look at the whole entire cryptocurrency market, right, we have been very, very stable, stagnant, and it's actually becoming very, very boring. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are itching to get a whole lot of volatility, because cryptocurrency traders such as me and you, we basically make money when the cryptocurrency markets are volatile. Volatility is really what really makes us make quite a lot of money. So obviously we are going to look at a few bits of information here and there, even though you guys already understand that I'm not really a fundamental type of person, because I really love looking at the charts. But anyway, for you guys' sake, we're just going to look at what's happening. And it's very interesting, because on the 30th of July, apparently there's going to be a town hall event for Zil 3, which is going to take place on July 30th, with Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao as the guest of honor. And there's also going to be Angie Lau from the Forecast News as the MC. So this is obviously going to be like a very interesting event. I'm obviously looking forward to seeing what these cryptocurrency giants are going to be talking about. So I'm obviously looking forward to watching this Zilliqa event. And is it really going to propel the price of Zilliqa to a whole new level? Well, I don't really think that it's going to do like a whole lot of price propelling in terms of propelling the buying momentum, because this is just going to be like a regular event. There's nothing which is going to be very monumental. But of course, everybody would love to find out Binance CEO's thoughts towards Zilliqa, and it's going to be one of those things. But anyway, in case the price of Zilliqa propels, it's going to be like a very short-lived type of pump. It's just going to be one of those quick pumps, and then the price continues going to the downside. So obviously, if you guys are looking forward to trading such an event, you have to be careful. You have to check out the volume and just make sure that you've got your technical analysis tools intact, because you don't really want to be overbuying the hype, which is like literally dying. So as far as other news is concerned, people from the United States of America are able to buy Zilliqa with a credit card. So I checked out the information around here. Yeah, US customers are now able to buy Zilliqa via debit, credit card, bank transfer, or cryptocurrency using AppHood. So Zilliqa announced this information via Twitter. So if you guys are in the US, then you guys have got very good access in terms of purchasing Zilliqa using your debit or credit card as well. So anyway, we don't really have like a whole lot of information as far as the blockchain development aspect of Zilliqa is concerned, because our Zilliqa mainnet upgrade is now completed. So they completed their mainnet version 6.3.0. okay, good. We don't really care about that. Now let's move on to Chainlink. Chainlink is a very interesting cryptocurrency, because everybody is talking about decentralized finance, and everybody is really jumping onto the decentralized finance type of hype. And I really want to caution a lot of you out there who are just jumping onto this DeFi wave, and I just want to let you know that we are obviously at overbought levels. So if you guys are in for the long haul, then that's good. But if you want to get a better price, wait for it. The prices are definitely going to be dropping anytime soon. So if you guys had the privilege of sort of buying Chainlink or rather selling Chainlink close to about $9, because I believe the price of Chainlink went as high as $8.52. Congratulations to the people who kind of took profit, because I mean that's the only way you get to make money. So from now on, I really think that there's going to be like a lot of there's going to be some slow buying momentum in terms of Chainlink and in terms of the whole cryptocurrency market. So you guys, I hope you weren't really buying other people's bags, because I mean the price of Chainlink was way cheaper a while back. You know, it was as low as that particular price. You see, it was really extremely cheap. So you guys who are buying Chainlink at $8, you are literally making a whole lot of people rich. And the other thing that I wanted to talk about is, if you guys have been observing what has been happening, right? There has been a whole lot of FUD as far as decentralized finance is concerned, and as far as Chainlink is concerned, because there has been this, controversial article that was produced by Zeus Capital, and they were pretty much flooding Chainlink. So if you take a look at the coincidence of the type of FUD which is being released, right? Obviously, if you guys do a lot of technical analysis, you would understand that this was obviously expected, because we have literally topped out. We are at overbought levels. So the market is obviously going to come up with ploys and tactics to sort of create a narrative to sort of drop the prices. It usually happens every time the prices of cryptocurrencies or any digital assets really get overbought. A lot of times, nine times out of 10, there's always going to be like a narrative out there. There's always going to be a story. There's always going to be a reason why the masses are intrigued, or rather sort of convinced to believe that this is why we are having some sort of reduction in terms of the price. But to all the technical analysis fanatics out there, you guys already understand. Show me the chart and I will tell you the news. So it's very simple. Chainlink just got overbought. Of course, in the future, it's going to continue its upward trajectory, but you have to understand the market is made up of cycles. In order for the price to continue propelling to the upside, there has to be a correction. There has to be an influx of new buyers. The people who bought at the bottom have to offload their bags and just basically give other people opportunities, and the cycle just keeps on going like that, and there's always going to be a narrative. So if you take a look at what has been happening in the cryptocurrency market, right, obviously you saw that Zeus FUD article that was like really perfectly timed. I wouldn't even be surprised that that particular article was sort of thought of by people who've got like high stakes in Chainlink, because they really want to like trade and just basically cause a lot of FUD and then get to buy back cheaper. That's one of the reasons why they are providing, or rather producing, this type of FUD. So in the next coming few weeks or days, I wouldn't even be surprised if Chainlink gets hacked, or even a lot of decentralized finance projects get hacked, because these people really want to make money on top of your heads, and they are going to do whatever it takes to increase their bags. Let's say they come up with a story that really causes a whole lot of tension in the cryptocurrency markets, right? And then they basically make a lot of people sell their bugs, right? Then they get to buy them cheaper. Wouldn't that be like a very easy way to make money? Wouldn't you do that if you really had like a whole lot of stake in this cryptocurrency project? So guys, you just have to be careful. So here we have a classic example of why Ivan on Tech, I think yesterday, created a very interesting video that was really talking about the big fat bubble of decentralized finance, and he is alleging that there's going to be like a 90% DeFi correction. So I'm sure a lot of people who are already familiar with my YouTube channel, right? I obviously told you that I'm going to be diving deep in a whole lot of decentralized finance, sort of cryptocurrencies when there's going to be a hack or after the hack, because there's a whole lot of hackers out there who understand that there's quite a lot of money which is being sort of invested in these particular projects, and it's really a hacker's dream to really get to sort of penetrate and just crack the security and just check out the flows of these particular projects. So there's going to be a time, mark my words, there's going to be a time where a whole lot of these decentralized finance projects are really going to be hacked. A lot of people are going to end up losing quite a lot of money, just like what happened to the DAO hack as far as Ethereum is concerned. But there's going to be quite a few projects, a few decentralized finance projects that are really going to recover from that. They are going to sort of adapt and grow and evolve from that particular unfortunate event. And these are the types of decentralized finance to a type of projects that you are supposed to be investing in. So just wait for that D-Day, wait for the Black Swan event as far as decentralized finance is concerned, because right now there has been a whole lot of hype. And just like Warren Buffett says, right, you should always run away from what everybody's doing. If everybody's going into one particular direction, you have to be a contrarian. And when people are running away and when there's like quite a lot of blood on the streets, that's when you are supposed to be, scavenging and just basically galvanizing your next moves and just making sure that you are doing the right thing by finding projects that are legitimately legit, if I can put it that way. So you just don't have to like buy whatever is going to remain just for the sake of buying, just because you have to buy when there's bloods on the streets. No, you have to do your research. You have to understand the security measures that have been implemented, the improvements that they have implemented to that particular blockchain. So I'm just putting it out there for a lot of people, because I know you guys are really getting carried away, and sometimes you really need somebody to like get you back to earth, because you are in cloud 9, and somebody just has to like slap your face and just tell you to like wake up and just not really get carried away. And that's really my job, that's my duty, because I have been through it all. I have lost quite a lot of money making stupid mistakes, and this is one of the reasons why I barely get really overhyped, and I really never get carried away by gains or profits or whatever trends are happening, because I know it is short-lived until it is proven otherwise. With that said, let's jump into a little bit of Bitcoin technical analysis, because we are definitely waiting for the Black Swan event, or a mini Black Swan event where the prices are going to reduce. So right now, what you are looking at is the Bitcoin US dollar chart as far as Bitstamp is concerned, and we are looking at the 1 week chart. And right now I have the TD sequential indicator on the weekly interval, because I really wanted to focus like on a very solid time frame, because I don't really want to like see quite a lot of noise, because looking at the daily is like pretty messy right now, and it can just give you a whole lot of headaches. So this is one of the reasons why you just have to like sit back, take a few steps back, and just analyze it, reanalyze everything. So if we take a look at the TD sequential numbers, right, we just completed the 4th weekly candle, and we are beginning to form the 5th weekly candle. That is if we're going to continue our downtrend right over here. So if we are going to continue, right, if we are going to continue making our downward trajectory, so that really means that we might potentially be able to like form quite a whole lot of different lower lows as far as the weekly is concerned, because the TD sequential just basically shows you how the momentum is sort of shifting from one level to the other. So this is one of the reasons why I am really sure that this week, today is actually Monday, so it's just the beginning of the week, and we don't really have a whole lot of action because we are literally at the beginning of the week. So this is one of the reasons why I really believe that we are going to see quite a whole lot of volatility this time around. The 5th and the 6th candle, according to the TD sequential, usually bring about a whole lot of volatility. So right now we are actually counting downwards. We are in a downtrend as far as the TD sequential, right? And if this downtrend continues, the 5th and the 6th TD sequential numbers usually are the most volatile. Okay, so this is one of the reasons why you should be very careful this week. You don't really want to be caught on the opposite side of the trade. Okay, so that is that as far as the TD sequential is concerned. And I just wanted to show you this perfect 9 right over here. If you guys are into TD sequential, then you already know what I'm talking about. So that was absolutely a very good perfect 9 as far as the TD sequential is concerned. And that was just telling us that, look, the upward momentum has sort of come to an exhaustion, and we are about to lose quite a whole lot of steam. So that was obviously a very good sell signal right over there. So let's say, for example, you had the privilege of getting to sell around this particular level, right? You would be in a little bit of profit right now. I mean, it wouldn't be very substantial, but you would obviously have a stake as far as shorting your position is concerned. And remember what I told you a few weeks ago, right? So basically my game plan was shorting all the pumps after I realized that this was obviously this was a Wyckoff distribution schematic, right? So I obviously changed my strategy. Instead of buying the dips, I started shorting the pumps because we are forming lower highs and lower lows as far as the shorter time frame is concerned. And if you take a look at the weekly, right, we obviously saw the loss in terms of the buying power. And getting back to the 1 week TD sequential, right, that was a perfect 9. That was a very good sell signal right over there. Moral of the story is this week and next week, basically in the next coming 14 days, we are going to experience quite a whole lot of volatility. And I just wanted you guys to be prepared. And I'm really urging you to be on the wrong side of the trend. Okay, perhaps you might have, I don't know, a pump, but I highly doubt, because we need to have a situation where the indicators sort of have a reset, because everything is overbought at this particular moment. So a downtrend is most likely going to happen. So we might have situations where literally every dump that we have gets really bought up very high. If that happens, then that really means that the bulls are very strong. So let's say, for example, we drop down to about 8,200, and then there's a very huge wick buying up all the dumps, then that's very fine. But the moral of the story is a downtrend is more likely to happen. So if you take a look at the altcoins right now are pretty much stagnant. They are not really as volatile, in terms of propelling to the upside in comparison to last week. So this is one of the reasons why I really think that everything pretty much topped out. The Bitcoin chart, the altcoin chart as well, and everything is pretty much overbought right now. So I'm still having my stable coins ready. I'm still shorting the market, and just like I told you last time, right, my plan is to be shorting the market all the way to about 11,500. So that's my margin of error. So pretty much short every pump until 11,500. So far I have done very well, because all the pumps that have been produced have been very short-lived, and they are not really as dramatic and as drastic as before. So pretty much I have been shorting all these pumps and just adding to my shorts, and I have another margin of error which is leading all the way to about 11,500 US dollars. So I'm pretty happy right now. I'm actually having a very good aggregated short, and everything is good. Everything is going according to my plan. So I don't really know about you guys. Is everything okay with you? Are you satisfied with your Chainlink type of investment? Are you, scratching your head and thinking, why isn't the price going above $8.50, 50 cents? And as far as Zilliqa is concerned, I hope you guys didn't really get crashed. I told you quite a number of times. I told you over and over that Zilliqa is obviously coming to the, end of its upward trajectory for now. And it's obviously going to experience a higher propelled price point a few months from now, or even a few weeks. It depends if the price of Bitcoin is going to dramatically drop, right? And then let's say we see like a huge influx of buying volume, right? Then there's a high probability that a lot of these alternative cryptocurrencies are also going to end up sort of reversing and then just going to the upside. So more of the story is stack your money, put your money aside, go into stable coins, and wait to buy a whole lot of these alternative cryptocurrencies and even Bitcoin cheaper. So you don't really need to do anything. There's not really anything to get worried about, and just be patient. It's all about patience. So it's been your boy Muna, aka Beyond10x. I hope you guys got a few things here and there, and talk to you tomorrow. Be good, stay blessed, and I hope you guys had a very good weekend. Take care. Bye.